be drowning in you, so thirsty. Couldn't care less how much it hurts me. Alright, but I'ma buy it back now. Make you fall back. I keep going back to you. No more, no more, no more, no more. I keep going back to you. No more, no more. You're like a bad habit. You're like a bad habit. Back to you. No more, no more, no more, no more. I keep going back to you. No more, no more. You're like a bad habit. You're like a bad habit.
Hello all and welcome to Mexico City, where the air is thin, the speeds are high, and the margins are razor sharp. At over 2,200 meters above sea level, the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez challenges drivers like nowhere else. A blast into turn 1, precision through the S's, and a breathtaking run through the stadium. This is the Mexico Grand Prix, and anything can happen into that first corner. Unique challenges as we have the high altitude effects. The engines lose power because there's less oxygen here. Cooling is harder, and the brakes run harder. The aero is less effective, so the cars are going to slide more. Even though it looks like Monza, it drives nothing like it. Folks, up on the calendar, we were just at Zandvoort. Now it's Mexico City, then Las Vegas, Qatar, and Yas Marina to round out the championship on April 18th. Things are finally coming to a close here from a long way we started back in January. For the team standings, it's BWT Alpine with 377 points. MoneyGram Haas in P2, Oracle Red Bull in third. Aston Martin, McLaren round out your top 5. But it looks like Alpine has got this one secured for the team standings. And for the driver standings, it's still close and mathematically unsolved. Papa Green and Reese going toe-to-toe with Buki there with 146 in third. Vanilla Man with 120, Muffin Brand in 5th. Bear currently on an outlap. Go on board here at the Autodromo and see what it's like to come down the main straight and head down in towards turn 1. Getma pumps out a 117.5, only good enough for P2 as Wild Track GP stitches together a 117.1. Bear makes it through the first chicane. The S is Moises Solana, and now comes through S de Lago. All the way down to Orquilla, the hairpin corner at the end of the track, or at the far edge of the track. Before you get down to the fast sweeping S's, right, left, left again. Cutting as much of the track as he possibly can to maximize your run in a straight line. Before getting to the braking zone, a full soul. A little bit wide there for Bear, but he's setting himself up for the final corner. And that'll actually be an in-lap for Bear as he's not satisfied with their run. Oh, UF1 snipes out here pushing very hard, running 2 seconds faster than the rest of the field right now. Absolutely obliterating right now. And all while doing it on a set of mediums. Yes, I said that right. He's doing it on a set of medium compound tires. Everybody's going to come down into the pits. That'll be a quick retirement from the session for Snipes, as he ends up in P1 so far. What to do is 2.2 seconds back in the qualifying session and trying to stitch together a better time. Bear and Green out on track. A big shout out to everybody watching live now or in the future. Don't forget to like, subscribe. That way you get notified when we go live next for more Vortex Racing League action. Race every single Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you're keen on racing some F1 action, come join us out on track as Papa Green slides their way through the S de Lago. We're getting to Horquilla and now through the S's. But I'm sure this is going to be an in-lap for him now. Outlaps for Gitma, GSR Riles, and Chronico. And Papa Green's actually not going to come in on that lap, but continue to go slowly on track. And caution flag is waving for Sector 1, but now it's cleared, so the drivers are to be able to push yet again. Soft compound tires for all the qualifying runners except for Snipes. With 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to go, it's the final countdown. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Papa Green needs to put together a lap here and now. It's his final opportunity to do so. Two minutes and 40 seconds remaining on the qualifying clock. The session will officially tick over towards the race. Couple drivers have already been eliminated from the qualifying session, and Papa Green has another slide yet again. He's gonna have to accept his fate this time now and go with what he's got. Now, Get Maz in pit lane. Must be satisfied with P2 here and now. Knows that he's retired from the session, but Papa Green snatches away provisional P2 with his last lap of running. Or is it, as outlaps come out for Chronico and it's Bear? Wild Track GP also in the mix. One minute left on the clock. This is going to be the final run for all the drivers now. Papa Green 3/4 of a second back on the soft compounds to Snipes up ahead. Getma 1.1 second back from Snipes. Wild Track trying to find a front row start tonight. What it do? McSpeed and Detains all in the pits, leaving Chronico, Bear, and Wild Track on the racing circuit. Three-tenths of a second in the green for Wild Track. Could put him further up. Getting down to the checkered flag, it'll be P2 for Wild Track, and best over Papa Green and Bear at the end of the day. 6/10 back is the newcomer, Wild Track GP. Salson Reese in the YouTube chat cheering on. Thank you, boys, for being here. Thank you very much for tuning in. Sol says, Sniper sniped on those mediums. Absolutely true. And Reese was shooting for Papa Green. Bring it home for Alpine, but unfortunately unable to do so. And neither was Wild Track, because Chronico now half a second back from Snipes. Snatches away P2. Now that leaves the top five within 9/10 of each other. This race is about to be hot, 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 folks. Don't go anywhere unless it's to grab a drink, grab some popcorn, and get ready for the run. Snipes in P1, Chronico in P2, Wild Track, Papa Green, Bear, Getma, Riles, What It Do, McSpeed, and Detains. Round out your top 10 for the qualifying 3 session. SSG Shadow Kit saying Papa Green will hopefully cook Snipes. Well, we have some battling here, and I'm absolutely here for it. See if we can get a word from Papa Green before we get started. Papa Green.
Yeah. Yo.
Man, it's like the weight of the world is on your shoulders right now, like the mythical Titan Atlas. Because everybody is cheering you on.
Hold on. Yeah, I know. Hold on. What is happening? Why am I starting P4? Am I like...
Oh.
I'm at a good time.
People got fast.
Damn. People did beat my time. All right. I didn't look. That's pretty good. So, good race now. It's going to be entertaining.
Yeah, it will be. Any tricks?
Just keeping the DRS, I guess.
Keeping the DRS. The drag reduction system.
Yeah.
What do you think that's going to do for your
Oh.
race?
Look after the tires more, so I'm not like using as much engine and battery. So it's just gonna let the car float along the track.
Copy that. Copy that. Keys to
Yeah.
the race here by Papa Green. Well, Papa Green, good
yeah.
luck to you, brother.
All right, thank you.
Get situated. Lock in.
Yeah.
Let's go over to the McLaren pit wall and
That's it automatically.
see what the boys are doing here on the McLaren pit wall.
Hello.
Hello, my friends. How
How's
do
it
you
going?
do?
So good. I was really, really happy with that lap. I was on used tires and yeah, I went harder tire allocation so I didn't have an extra pair of softs and pulled it off with almost no time left. I was pretty happy for that P2.
Yeah, you snuck it in on all of us. I wasn't even looking at the tower, and all of a sudden, Papa Green's bumped back to P4 for crying out loud.
Yeah, I needed that one. I invalidated my first lap, which would have been a little bit faster, I think.
Now, we have a pretty fast guy amongst us. This newcomer, Snipes.
Yes.
What are we going to do about this?
We're going to watch him go down the road, maybe send him a postcard.
Oh, you think that's how it's going to happen? You think he's going to do it to himself?
Oh,
I know Papa Green's he's got good race pace, so we'll see what happens.
I don't know. The guy's cooking on a set of mediums, boys. I don't know.
That is true. He was on mediums.
Yeah.
That is wild.
Right? I mean, that's pretty wild. I've seen some pretty remarkable things in my sim racing career. I've never seen anything quite so remarkable yet.
We'll see how the race goes.
Yeah. We'll definitely keep our
Could be
eye
one of those
on
all-time
the
great
time.
stories.
Say
I'm
again?
feeling McLaren's gonna get some good points.
Yeah, hopefully so for you boys. Well, take care, boys. Good luck. Have fun. And don't kill anybody.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye. Over to the Mercedes pit wall, and we'll check in with Detains. Detains, how's it cooking?
Yo, what's going on? Just mentally preparing to get this race done.
Oh,
Make it to the finish line.
Am I invading your private time, your private space?
Oh,
do you have
no,
the
not at all, not at all.
headphones
No.
You're listening to some music, jamming out to
A little bit, yeah. Just, mentally preparing. You know how it goes.
what's the song? What's the song you listen to in a moment like this?
You know what? I think Eye of the Tiger is probably the best. The best song you can listen to, like, right before a race. You know what I mean?
No. What's that song? What's that other song? It goes. I can't do it. I was gonna sing it, but I can't do it. I can't.
Go for it.
No, I can't. It wouldn't be prudent. All
right,
unbecoming of a commentator to go that high and ruin eardrums
Gotcha.
like that.
Gotcha.
But Detain's plans for you for the race. It seems like we have an alien amongst us. Pretty tough field tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I know those guys up front are going to be pretty quick, so, I'd like to finish in the top 8, get some points. Would be nice,
That sounds like a reasonable
So
expectation.
that is the goal.
Let those
Yes,
guys
sir.
up there wreck themselves and let the race come to us. I like it.
Yes,
I
sir.
like it. Well, I'll let you get mentally prepared, Detains. Good luck, brother.
Sounds good. Appreciate it.
And I think we can check in with the Aston Martin pit wall as well. Over to the Aston Martin pit wall to check in on these fine gentlemen. How's it going?
Good yourself.
It's hell, man. It's like nightmare today.
Is it?
Yeah, it is, man.
Why? What's going on, Sauce?
Nah, it's problem with lagging, and I didn't do at least a lap on quali. So
That's right. You didn't do a lap, so you're starting from the back of the pack. Nightmare start for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Let's hope.
And
Let's
for
hope
me.
for a good pace.
I think our Astons are replicating the real life ones.
Yeah, starting from the back of the pack for both of you guys, unfortunately. Well, on the positive side, your race can only get better from here.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I hope so.
Can only get better.
So.
Can only get better.
right?
Adrian, now we plan
Well-
today, so
Do you guys plan on running an alternate strategy to the rest of the field to try to garnish some points tonight?
I'm looking at a one stop, but
Ooh,
see how
nice.
it pans out with safety cars.
Very nice. Well, good luck to you, boys. I'm sure we're getting gridded here in just a few moments' time. Take care and Godspeed.
thank you. Hi.
Thanks, Hi.
And just waiting for the drivers to get their setups loaded in. And then we'll be ready to grumble here in just a few moments' time, folks. And just as I said it, we are ready to rumble for our formation lap at the very least. And it will be Snipes leading us down in towards P1 on this formation lap here at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. A beautiful track with a length of 2.674 miles. Or 4.304 kilometers. So got 17 corners, 10 to the right, 7 to the left. We are, of course, located in Mexico City. The tricky bit about this track is the elevation. It's 7,200 feet above sea level here. There's the pit strategy there, the 2-stop or the 3-stop, but as we heard from Pookie, there might be a single-stop strategy on the cards tonight as well. King Cog asks how to join the league. Well, you can join the league by first joining the Discord, which is the Vortex Racing League. And then from there, you message one of the admins and see if there's space in this league. As you can see, we have 15 drivers, a maximum of 22 slots. So come check us out. Join us at the Vortex Racing League on Discord and get yourself installed to your sim rig where you can race with us every Saturday. Now we're ready to go racing, folks, here at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. And it's green, green, green! Snipex has a very good run down towards 1, but it will be a battle further back between Fronico, Papa Green, and Wild Track GP. Papa Green trying to leapfrog his way all the way up into P2, but a little bit of a tap there on the race start will spin him out, and I think he just got a little too eager, a little too early on in the race, and perhaps the cold tires really did their work there. Beautiful run down the Eses del Lago and the Orquilla. Here's a three-way squabble, including GSR Riles, What It Do, and SD Buki here. Buki in the background. And he said he was trying to go for that one stop, but it doesn't seem like he's conserving his tires. Like he's going for that one stop. Especially not when he's going deep and wide into the kitty litter, taking those medium tires. Fast lap, a 120.3 from the Scuderia Ferrari. And a 2-second gap already formed for the leader. Over to Bear, who's in a bit of a battle, or is this Papa Green who's in a bit of a battle back here? Yes, Papa Green, and so is Sauce. As they try to chop it up with It's Dumaine, they're able to get around Dumaine. A little bit of combat going down into turn 1 and turn 2. There's the race strategy again. And everybody onto the medium compound tire for this race start. Not a single driver took a different set of tires. Positions gained and lost here. Getma's up 2. Detains up 5. Speed up 3. Bear down 2. 1 for GSR Rouse. What It Do. Buki's up 3 already on the good. And Salsa up 1 as well. Here's McSpeed trying to get some on Detains. Is able to get the move done coming down and towards turn 1. Further back, it'll be looking like GSR Riles is getting around Bear. Oh no, and What It Do is spun out here going into the Estidalago. That's really gonna hurt the Red Bull team. They really needed a lot of points in the Constructors' Championship and as much help as they could possibly get, and they're just not able to pull it out tonight. Over to the front nose of Bear as we chase down Riles and Detains in this battle pack. McSpeed in the lead of the 5-way battle. And Buki counts in this battle pack because he is slipping into the DRS range. It looked like a move between the Mercedes drivers, but no, not just yet. Riles and Detains still working together a little bit now. Quiet single file race, I must say. I know this track isn't exactly Monza, but I didn't exactly expect it to be single file like Monza. Here's a run from Riles, who's going to have the overspeed on his teammate coming down and towards turn 1, and the long straightaway belongs to GSR Riles. Gets around detains, but the same can't be done behind as Bear looked to get around the outside of Buki, but Buki held off the defense. Important to note, gap for the lead has increased. We have Snipes with a 3.6 second lead now on lap 5. In Matt getting a penalty there for multiple time warnings. And it looks like we're going to be picked up by the safety car here, potentially. Or a pit stop call for Snipes. That's interesting. Chronico comes down pit lane. Wild Trap comes down pit lane. Gitma, McSpeed, GSR, Riles detains Buki, Papa Green. Everybody and their mother comes down the pits on lap 6. And I can only presume that the safety car has been called, as I see caution flags waving in Sector 1, and there is the safety car. And here come out the hard compound runners. Sol's not in love with this track. Not the best of luck tonight, brother. Very sorry. But I will share a little anecdote. Just the other day, I raced maybe 3 or 4 races in iRacing back to back. Every single race, I crashed out. Not like crashed out like yelling and screaming, but I just slipping out, hitting curbs, sausages, whatever. It was always my fault. You know, single car accidents. I lost like 100 iRating that night. And probably a whole point of safety rating. Go back out the next night, hoping things will get better. Immediately win 3 races in a row. And it just clicked for some reason, all of a sudden. So there are nights that are just not your nights. And there are definitely nights that are definitely your night. And there are tracks that are definitely not great. And I don't mean to cause any disrespect to Mexico City Grand Prix, but the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez is not on my top list of tracks to go driving any day of the week. That's also because I don't know it. I don't think any series that I run would go here or goes here. So unfortunately, I don't know the track very well. But as the safety car is called for Sols there, everybody comes down pit road except for Shadow. For some reason did not come into the pits. And still sits 20 seconds behind Ian Mac for some reason. Perhaps getting a lap back. Cars getting bunched up now. Coming down in full soul. Now Snipes unleashes the pace. Coming down the front stretch. Here's McSpeed. Trying to chase down this man up ahead. Get Ma. And Wild Track GP in the pink Racing Bull. Trying to hold on to a podium tonight. Running well with Chronico. Chronico and Wild Track have been unable to keep up with Snipes for now. That pace has just been unparalleled compared to what the other drivers have been able to produce. DRS officially enabled after the safety car lap. Those drivers that are within 1 second of the car in front will get their helping of the drag reduction system, meaning that the rear wings will open up and allow more airflow through the car and less drag over it. Detains closes down gap on Papa Green narrowly and steadily, as Green still on that recovery drive tonight, running in P8 currently on that fresh set of hard compound tires. Sits behind Buki and Riles, and he's in an interesting position right now on lap 9 of 36. Can really sit back, wait in the wings for the race to still come to him. Doesn't have to put any pressure on through the stadium section. Just has to stay close, and here DRS will help him out, and he should be able to get by Buki now, who does not have the drag reduction system help, as we've fallen back from Riles up ahead, and there goes Green through on Buki. Wild Track still staying in the fire with Chronico ahead. Looks like Shadow getting in the way a little bit of these up ahead battles. Oh no. Caution in sector 2 might be for Shadow here. That is for Shadow, but he's rolling again, so we don't expect to see a safety car. Now Riles here, up into 6th. Up 1 from where they started. Papa Green down 3. Still, Buki's up 5, but has that black white flag attached to his name, so time penalty associated with it. Could be a good haul of points for the McLaren team tonight. Is that Papa Green with a huge dive on Riles? I think it was. All I saw was a big flash of pink come through. Sparks flying out from the bellies of these F1 cars as they come down the straightaway, down and towards the S's Moises Solana. Wild track taking some excursionary lines. And this is going to be compromising now. Getma challenged McSpeed in the infield section. That's really going to hurt him at the end of the day. Papa Green there, ready to pounce. Around the outside, Getma tries to go for it, but he's off into the dust, and that'll be too much for him. Speed, Papa Green. Drivers all fanning out for position. Papa Green finds P4. Run all that at the end of the day. Holy smokes. Papa Green made up 3 positions in 2 laps. Here's Getma trying to snap back at Papa Green. Does so, but with a lockup. Green's going to go back through around the outside of the Haas. Tight pack battles here. McSpeed with a little bit of a wiggle through the S del Lago. Oh, and a look back from GSR Riles and Buki here. Mac with another time penalty for multiple warnings. Here's Riles to the inside line on SD Buki, who's up 6 positions. Can Buki defend from behind? I think he can. I think he can. He's got the drag reduction system help. He's sitting behind McSpeed, who's fallen back to P6. Was in P4 just 2 laps ago. McSpeed's still up 3 positions, and the race can always come to him at the end of the day. Getma ahead of Papa Green as Buki gets through on McSpeed. There must have been a mistake there for McSpeed as he continues to fall down the order. In a race that was coming to him, seemingly falling apart right now, unfortunately. He gets another penalty, this time for multiple warnings. Riles sits behind and waits for McSpeed. McSpeed attacking Buki now. Everybody getting track limits. McSpeed tries to shake off the toe. for Riles behind. Will it be enough? Coming down in towards the first chicane. It is for McSpeed. Just barely enough. But now he's still under attack from Riles behind. 8th and 7th position going toe to toe. Headed down to the S's del Lago. Completely side by side. Completely flat out here in the infield. DSR Riles gets the move done on McSpeed, who's now down to a net gain of 1. Oh no! Buki just beelined it into the wall. Oh no, and he's completely lost his front wing. That's going to be an immediate pit stop for Buki. And the man who is on quite the run tonight is unfortunately going to have things unfold on him very, very quickly. Getma all over the rear wing of Wild Track here on lap 16. Perhaps the medium compound tires that Wild Track has mounted are starting to quickly fade away. Papa Green in this battle as well. From a long way back, looking around the outside line, Getma was poking his nose into Wild Track, but not quite there. Papa Green now gets a time penalty for multiple warnings. That's really going to hurt him now. He's going to get the move done on the racetrack. Or will he get the move done on the racetrack as his DRS train continues to fight on? Getma up into P3. Papa Green takes P4. Wild Track seemingly backed out into 5th here. And there's Green going at it with Getma. A big lockup there from Green. Chronico up ahead with the best looking tires of them all. And a 7-second gap back to the battle that we're looking at between Getma, Papa Green, and Wild Track. Lock up there up ahead from the Haas. Allows Papa Green to try to attack. He's going to go for a switchback here in the stadium section, but the overlap doesn't exist, and it will be Getma continuing to hold on, but now Green's alongside. Now he's through. Importantly, who's going to get the DRS? It will go to Papa Green, or we'll go back to the Haas here. It goes to Green. The DRS games being played. Papa Green moves under braking and defends the inside line hard. The soul says, Sniper got us all cursed. You're not wrong. It's definitely a mix-up tonight, brother. It's definitely a mix-up. Lap 18 means that we're at the halfway point of the event, folks. Getma under attack from Bear, needs to be careful. Coming into the stadium section, could be under attack from the Williams behind of Bear. Wild Track on those mediums comes into pit lane. Speed decides to stay out for now. Perhaps able to preserve a little bit of that tire life. Wild Track mounts the hards. Seeing if a safety car falls, driver who mounted hards now, Wild Track, should be able to make it to the end of the race. Detains Buki, and Shadow Kit, however, might not be able to do the same, as they're gonna need to go out to laps 18 and 19 respectively. Well, Wild Track only needs to go to lap 16 here, which is 2 laps longer than the stint that we're staring at. Pit stop there for McSpeed, but he was on the mediums. There's Getma and Bear's tire compounds, and it looks like a little bit better for Getma than Bear. Rouse and McSpeed on their way out of pit lane, back out on the racetrack. Here's Boki going to town with Detains. It's through there on the Mercedes. Now Papa Green still has that 3-second time penalty to his name, but he's got a 9-second gap to Getma, so it won't be too hard to deal with now. Here on lap 21, things have shaken up. Be pretty dramatic as far as gaps are concerned. 14.5 seconds between P1 and P2. Papa Green 7.7 seconds back from there, but he had that spill coming through turn 1 on the opening lap. He's had a lot of ground to make up. We did have a safety car come out to neutralize the field to help out Papa Green. And safety car allowed the entire field to come and get a free pit stop. The entire field that was on medium compounds decided to switch over to the hard compounds. At least most of them. This is on the current stint that we're running. Those of them that were on the medium switched over to the hard compounds and are trying to run their last stint of this race. Over to Wild Track as it catches up to its domain, wearing the same colors. Pit stops coming out for Conoco and Green now. Perhaps a little bit of teamwork coming out as they settle this the very last moment going in towards turn 1. Time penalties coming out every which way. Gemma gets handed one. That's going to hurt him in his battle with its bear. Battle up ahead, but a big lock up there from Wild Track, but he's able to get around what it do. Gemma into pits. Must say, Bear's on an amazing stint right now. 17 laps of running. And still managing to stay within striking distance of Chronico. Check back in here with Buki. On their second recovery drive of the evening. Unfortunately, a race that was going so well for Buki unfolded. Bear comes into the pits. Here's Riles, and when it do, Riles has the better run and is on the fresher hard compound tires, but it do still running that same safety car stint tire. Gets passed by Riles with ease now with 12 laps left to go. The guys need to decide to come down pit road sooner rather than later. Over to Detains in his battle with Bear, but Bear's on the mediums and should be able to run away with P10. Spoke with Detains before the race, and he was hoping for a P8 in this event. I think P11 right now, it's definitely not out of arm's reach, let's say. Getma all over the rear end of McSpeed now. Both drivers with time penalties. Here's Bear and Buki again. Coming down in towards turn one. Bear a little too far back to mount an attack on Buki, unless there's a big mistake up ahead. But that small walk up, well, that's nothing to write home about. Or is it? Now they're going to go side by side down the infield straight. It'll be the Williams to the outside line to get a switch back to the inside line. Here the S is the Lago. Through Horquilla. Will be the advantageous position for Bear in the Williams. Top of green, slapped with another 3-second time penalty. That'll make it 6 for those of you keeping track at home. Snipes unbelievably leading the field with 20-lap-old tires. Uh-oh, there's a move. There's McSpeed getting one done on What It Do right up ahead. What It Do on 20-lap-old hards, trying to hold back these Titans with brand new hard compound tires. Perhaps he's trying to go for a fast lap and go for some softs to the end. Here we go, the run down towards turn one in this DRS train. 3 cars running line astern. Here comes the Haas of Getma trying to get by McSpeed. What to do in tow. A little bit of a lockup from Get. And now in the background, it's Bear trying to get past Do. Battle between the Williams and the Red Bull. Late on the brakes for the Williams. Not late enough. We have to wake up a little bit earlier in the morning to pull the wool over What It Do's eyes. Well, it's early in the morning and Bear's awake. Got the move done on What It Do at the end of Orquídea. McSpeed now under threat from Getma. What to do? Falls back behind SD Buki, and he comes down into the pits. The Haas and the McLaren dice it up, coming down in towards turn one. Don't belong to the McLaren, but the Haas is there demanding a little bit of racing breath there. And not one corner, 2 corners. Now the Haas gets the overdrive on the McLaren of McSpeed. Bear trying to take advantage of the slow McLaren, who locks up, has a bit of a wiggle under braking, now falls back to P8, but is able to recover. Oh no! Big mistake from Bear! And he loops it coming around the final corner. And that might bring out the safety car. No, or green flag running still on lap 29. Only one safety car brought out tonight. And I believe that was due to Sulce. Sulce says the grid is a Ferrari sandwich. Ferrari in the front, Ferrari in the back. Oh, that is good, brother. That is good. Sheesh, I should have had you join me in the broadcast booths tonight, Sulce. Once you logged out of the race. 6 laps left to go here at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. A 35-second gap from P1 to P2. The only question that remains is, when are these tires going to blow up? Because Snipes has been running them for 24 laps so far. They've got to be coming down as far as their wear. That'll be what it do. He just got by. As Snipes continues to lap the field. Bear back in the battle. This time it's with Buki. With a half-second gap right now. Bear on the medium compound. Able to pull out all the stops on Buki. Oh no! Papa Green. Oh no! Bear has a big moment. But so does Papa Green, just as I was looking to hop over onto the pit wall with the Alpine team. Something must have happened to upset the driver as they tumbled down the order now. Papa Green, if you're out there, feel free to check in and let us know what happened. Lap 32 of 36. Just a few more left to go. And the leader, well, he decides to come in and put on a set of stops. Curse Sniper is real. Yep. Yep, the Snipes curse is real. And yet Papa Green is out of the race, unfortunately. Now, let's see what this lap looks like. From Snipes. Be his first soft compound running of the night. Holy smokes! He is absolutely sending it around every corner. And the deployment is there. Let's see a full lap around the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. Coming down in towards turn one, try to use as much of the curbing there on the left-hand side as possible to open and maximize your entry. For your crisscross applesauce over the curbing, you go through the chicane. Now prepare yourself on the right-hand side of the track for this second chicane now, and you enter the stadium section. Coming out of Orquídea, it sets you up for the S's. You really have to be on it for the S's, pushing as hard as you can, but trusting your downforce and the aero package that you've selected. Oh, a little bit of a luck up, but ascend there. Director de Orvalo. Move it down to For Sol. And that'll be a 1:17.1 from Snipes that last time around. And to be honest with you, I think he'd probably go quicker than that. Zukov says, Snipes doing what Snipes does? Well, it seems to be the case. He is absolutely driving the wheels off this Ferrari right now. And a whole heap of points for the Ferrari team tonight. As they're going to come back in P1 and P14. As things stand, of course. And as I say that, things change. As we now have a Ferrari in P1 and a Ferrari in P13. Shadow gets promoted past Papa Green there. Closest battle on track this time is going to be Gitma chasing down Riles. Oh, hello, Muffin Brad. Wish you were on track tonight. Did you bring this guy by? Did you bring Snipes around? Made Papa Green upset. He rage quit the race. He's so upset. Gitma goes through but locks up with Riles alongside. The Haas, in the closing stages of this race, is going to battle with the Mercedes driver. We're gonna head on to the last lap, the final lap. It's been Snipes been leading us from green to checkered flag. This man has been unstoppable all night long. From his qualifying on-set pace to his outright race pace, he has truly been unmatchable tonight. Unable to know his true skill in wheel-to-wheel combat because he really hasn't gone wheel-to-wheel with anybody. He took off from the word go and has been leaving everybody in the dust ever since. Snipes takes the checkered flag and the victory tonight in P1. Congratulations to Snipes. 28 seconds later will be Chronico in P2. See if we can talk to the McLaren wall.
And race, I understand, but a 50% race is absolutely crazy.
Mm-hmm. Are those fireworks for you, Chronico?
Fireworks, let's go.
Yeah, congratulations on P2.
Thank you. I had kind of a lonely race up here. I thought Papa Green, he was catching up to me for most of the second stint there, and I don't know what happened, if he disqualified or if he disconnected or spun out or something.
I don't know. I missed it. But yeah, he just disconnected from the game, unfortunately, and retired from the session. They're on
Yeah,
lap
it
8
looked
on the
like he
hards.
was going to be able to like maybe go side to side with me on the last lap if he would have kept gaining on me.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He was kind of stuck at like 4 seconds behind me, and I was nursing my tires the whole way there. So I don't know. Could have been a battle.
It would have been close nonetheless, but either way, we can play the what if game all night long. But what happened was you came out in P2, kind of the
Right.
best of what could have happened tonight, you would say?
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. By very far. So Snipe, he put 8 seconds on me in the last 2 laps when he put on those new softs.
Holy
insane.
smokes.
Yeah.
That guy was absolutely rapid. Anybody you want to shout out or anybody you'd like to thank tonight, Chronico?
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to West Coast Sim for getting me into all this. Absolutely.
Right on, right on. And we won't be leaving you behind either, McSpeed. Anybody you want to shout out or anybody you want to thank? You had a good run. You were up into P4 at one point. I thought it was going to be potentially a double papaya podium, but it just didn't go that way, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, that second stint kind of went bad for me, but hey, good results anyway. I just want to thank everybody in our league. Everyone's great, so.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's the other shout out this week because I've only been here for 3 races and everybody's been amazing. So very much appreciate everybody here.
Absolutely. Big shout out or big ups to everybody in the league that shows up and shows out every single week to keep the grid nice and packed. Thank you, boys. Have a good night. And as always, make sure you stay safe out there.
Good night, man.
That's going to wrap things up for Snipe, folks. Let's take a look at the official results. Snipes, Chronicle, Wild Track, Get, Riles, Buki, Bear, McSpeed, Detains, What to Do, Domain, Ian Mag, Shadow Kit, and Papa Green with Sauce in tow. Going to round it out, folks. And with that, all good things have to come to an end, and so shall this. Have a great night, folks. And as always, make sure you stay safe out there. Bye-bye for now.